Hey everybody, welcome back to this video. This is gonna be something a little different, but I see Hamza doing these type of videos, so I want to try it out, right? So today I want to be talking and giving like a full guide on courtship, and we're just gonna get into everything about it. And first, the reason why I got into like the study of this and everything is because while reading my Bible, right, I had a hard time, like, I didn't really see it talking about, like, dating or something. And I did some research of my own and I found out dating really isn't biblical. Like, it's not anywhere in the Bible. But I was like, obviously that's not going to happen. Like, in westernized countries, like, there's no arranged marriages or something like that. So I wanted to, like, do some research and find what does dating look like in God's eyes, modernized. And I found out it was courtship. So what is courtship? Courtship refers to a period of time in which a couple intentionally develops a deep and meaningful relationship with the purpose of discerning marriage. This period is characterized by the absence of sexual activity, focusing instead on emotional, intellectual, and spiritual compatibility. And yeah, you see that? You don't see that too often anymore if you think about it. There are some couples who are Catholic, but you really don't see them have like a main focus on God. Like, it's rare to see that nowadays, and you see a lot of couples, like, I picture growing in high school, like, if you're doing the deed, right? If you're doing the deed in high school, man, you're the fucking man, right? But I feel like most kids nowadays, they're like losing their virginity and shit, which good for them, right? But I know a lot of you watching this who are on like Christ focused self improvement and stuff like that. You probably don't want that, right? Or I see a lot of guys who get on Christ focused self improvement who have lost their virginity already, and they kind of regret it, right? But it is what it is. You can't really go back in time. You can learn from your mistakes, and you can choose to not let them affect you, or you can let them haunt you, right? But yeah, why we shouldn't date, like I talked about before, dating isn't biblical, right? Nowhere in the Bible is dating mentioned. There are a lot of arranged marriages and stuff like that in the Bible, but we don't see people dating. And the reason for that is you're like making a covenant outside God. Marriage is a covenant with God. When you date, God's really not at the center of it, right? That's why, like, it's pushed for marriage and religion. And I'm still iffy on religion, right? Like, because I know there have been trouble in, like, churches. I'm still looking for a good church, and I'm still looking. Right now I'm focusing on building a relationship with God, but marriage is something I definitely want to do. But Exodus 34:13, for you should worship no other God, for the Lord whose name is jealous is a jealous God, right? It talks about, not just there, it talks about in dermatermy, I think that's the term, I don't know. But it talks about it a lot. God is jealous. He wants to be at the center of your life. He wants to have a relationship with you. And that's why sometimes bad things can happen. Like, a lot of people you see on these journeys, they go through tough times because God needs a way to reel them in. Because if you're living and you're successful, you're not going to have God at the focus of your relationship. And that's also why God doesn't really give things to people sometimes. Like, you're wondering why he answers your prayers, because he knows that you're not going to pray and talk to him if he gives you them. So he wants to be at the center of your relationship. It says multiple times in the Bible he is a jealous God. And yeah, so that's why dating is kind of bad, because it's just God's not at the center of it, most likely, for a lot of relationships, right? Oh, sorry. How to effectively follow courtship. What is removed in courtship? Lust, fornication, superficial relationships, materialistic motives. Obviously, like I presented previously, lust. There's a lot of lust. in the world, man. Like, most relationships are built on the fact of, for men at least, for men, I'm sorry boys, I'm revealing the secrets. Most of the relationship starts by, damn, that girl's hot, I'm gonna go talk to her, right? And it's not really, you don't really build a relationship with them effectively. Like, you see in the dating apps nowadays, people aren't really fucking with the prompts, right? Sorry for swearing, they're not really messing with the prompts. They see the looks, they click on it, man. And it's kind of in our brain, it's kind of in our DNA, man. Are attracted to that sort of thing. They like the lust over the beautiful girls, and there's not a problem with liking a beautiful girl, but there's a problem with the fornication, man. You shouldn't have premarital sex, right? It's just not good for you. It's gonna, personally for me, when I relieve, I just don't feel that well. But it's just not good for you. It's not good for you. And then there's the superficial relationships. You see people getting in and out of love, right? They jump in and out, and that's okay. I guess that's okay. But I feel like we wouldn't be jumping into so many relationships if we got to know them. If we had like, I don't want to call it talking stages, but if we like got to know them personally and not just based it off attraction. Because yeah, attraction's good for a while, but you're not gonna really, like, when you're 80 years old, you kind of want to have to like their personality, because they're not gonna be smoking anymore, right? I'm sorry for saying that, but it's true, man. So I feel a lot of relationships are built off lust and fornication over spiritual ones, and I feel like that's why they don't really work out. And there's a lot of materialistic motives out there too. Like, people want to possess one another, man. I'm sorry. Like, you watch a lot of red pill content, Fresh and Fit and crap like that, and that's how most people get into this space. Like, they start going to the gym, right? They start getting big, and then they see this crap, and they want to like possess the woman. They want to own her. They want to have multiple women. They want to be like, oh, you can't wear this, you can't wear that, you can't go out. They want to have full control over, right? And it's kind of an attractive trait, right, to have someone like obsess and possess and be protective over you, right? And I'm not here to say what's right and wrong. I'm not here to judge your relationship. I'm just talking about courtship personally. But I know the motives behind the relationships. Like, you want to possess them, you want to have sex with them. And then it's just stuff like that, really, right? There's not really, love's not involved, really. There's a lot of one night, 2 night stands. Their relationships build off the lust. But yeah, so a lot of people now, they ask, like, okay, we can't date, right? How are you gonna find someone? And I start to answer and give them, well, not answer, but I start to ask them, like, have you ever had a platonic friendship with a girl? And they'll say, yeah. And then they'll be like, I'll ask them, pretty much, I'll ask them, like, do you feel like you knew them better than their partner? And they say, yeah, I feel like I knew them better than their partner. Bro, that's courtship, because it was all platonic. You got to know them, you felt you knew them better than their partner. Dude, that's fucking courtship. It's as easy as that. You still do a couple things, right? You still go on dates, you still get to know each other's family, right? You have meaningful conversations. All things on the left are excluded. Like, you're not doing any of that crap. You're just friends, pretty much. Friends who are focusing on their purpose and focusing on their spirituality, right? And God's at the center of the relationship. Praying together is key, bro. I promise you, dude. Pray with your significant other, right? Get closer to God. Focus on your purpose. Don't worry about... It talks about in the Bible, sometimes people aren't in relationships because when you get married, when you are a married man, you're more focused on marrying or making your wife happy over God, right? It talks about in the Bible. I don't know what chapter it's in, but I know it does. Maybe I'll pop it up on screen or mention it in the description or something. But yeah, it talks about that. I think for courtship, which is perfect, you guys, yeah, maybe you guys are friends and all that, right? But you're focusing on your purpose. You're not really trying to. You're not really focusing on her because you're not in that lustful relationship trying to possess over her, right? You're focusing on your purpose while being friends with her, while doing all this stuff, right? So, say your purpose is, I don't know, being a hockey coach. Your majority is going to that time being a hockey coach, right? And then she's just a friend, hang out on weekends, stuff like that, right? Oh, again. So, to conclude, can you still date as a Catholic? In my opinion, yes, bro. Yes. You just need to remove the individual focus and possession, physical intimacy, and superficial motives. Like, get the lust out of there, get the possession, get all that out of there. Have God at the center of your relationship. Continue on the journey of your purpose without having your partner get in the way. And continue to go to church and pray, right? So, to me, what I feel is a modern, nice relationship, yeah, you can be dating. Yeah, you can be, say you're dating, right? But there's no, like, physical intimacy, right? Maybe you do possess over a little. Maybe you are jealous, okay? It's in our brain. It's one of the key habits we have. But you're dating, but you have God at the center. You guys pray together. You go to church. You read your Bible. And your main goal is your purpose. You're not really focused about the kids, the wedding, all that yet. You're focused on building your purpose and helping each other get closer to God and get closer to your purpose. Because at the end of the day, for men, in my opinion, work is your most important thing. You get the most out of work. You get the most out of your purpose. I don't know necessarily for women. Obviously, I don't have tits. I don't have estrogen. I used to have tits though when I was fat. But no, God, get closer to God. Have Him at the center of your relationship, right? Focus on your purpose. Help each other get to your purpose. And then when you realize, like, damn, we're meant to be together, then you can get married, right? Then you can have a kid. There's a lot of people who rush into relationships, have a kid, and then kid kind of gets screwed over because they get divorced, and it doesn't really work out. So my tip is take it slow, have God at the center, ask and pray. The key prayer, or the key question you ask, and I know a lot of people are afraid to do it, but you gotta ask it. God, if this person's meant to be in my life, let it be, and if not, remove them. And I've had so many people I ask God, like, is this the one? If not, remove them, and nice day, bye-bye. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I feel like this is going to be a banger, I really do. I feel like I put a lot of heart and soul into this video. I did a lot of research on it, and these are the type of videos you're going to be seeing from now on. I'm still going to do some talking videos, but I got a lot of fire content coming out on, like, fitness, business, relationship guides, religious guides. I'm inspired by, like, Hamza and stuff like that. I'm inspired by, like, Rashad Awakening. He was one of the ones I was inspired on here. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy, and here's my website for all your business needs. If you ever need something with AI, I also have an AI channel. I don't link it because I know a lot of you guys are focused on your self-improvement, and I'm not really trying to advertise that. But yeah, and then if you guys want to book a call with me, you can do it for AI, right? That's mainly what I set up with, was like people who have AI questions can book a call with me. But if you need like advice or something like that, yeah, bro, hit me up, book a call, we'll have a chat. I'm not overpriced, I'm not anything like that. If you're not happy, money back guaranteed, guys. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Enjoy your Memorial Day weekend. Let me know if you enjoyed this video, and if you're seeing it on Reels, shout out Reels, bro. Or YouTube Shorts, sorry, I don't post on Instagram Reels yet. But yeah, I love you guys. And one more thing, sorry, this document, or the slides, I'll throw that in the description for you if you ever want to take a look at it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a good Memorial Day weekend. Peace.